let's see the list of Super Eagles players in camp that's likely to prosecute this game against DR Congo. But the news, guys, is that Chima Akas and, of course, Austin Aborako and Aloy Agbo, they were able to get out of the country last night to be part of the team. Good addition for Sunday, they said.
Yesterday, I was like,
Irene was also asking.
It wasn't going to happen, but,
A producer was asking me this morning, was like, yesterday, Olisa says, okay, all of you go back to Port Harcourt, and now you're having some of them traveling. What is wrong with all of them? But I feel maybe the ones that were able to actually get the visa and all that were still able to travel. But I feel they should have just stayed back and just joined the guys in Port Harcourt and just play the game. That's it.
I also feel
There's just no point, because they're going to be arriving today.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. We have said it's a friendly game. It needs to, see the options, see, players using and those that can actually be for the game against Cameroon. We're still waiting to see that list.
Let's also remind our viewers the time of the game. It's 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. at the Visa Stadium, where the game is going to be played later today. So let's all, hope for a good game, and let's all be part of it, so watching the game. Well, we've seen the list there, the players who are already in Belgium. Chelsea midfielder John Mikel Obi, of course, is there. Rabi Ibrahim, Ahmed Musa, the team captain, Emmanuel Emenike, Sylvester Igbon, Moses Simon, Ojon Igalo, who plays for Watford, Alex Iwobi, they're all there. We have new invitees, Kingsley Madu, Wilfred Ndidi, Dele Alampasu, already there. And of course, yes, more lists, more names. Vincent Ayama, of course, Carly Kemen, Leon Balogun, Abdullahi Shehu, Elderson Ichejele, William Troost Ekong, Efe Ambrose, Ogen Onazi, the Lazio man, and Obiora Mwako. They are all there. Stephen Eze as well, Bright Onyedikachi, Baturi Yaro, Ifeanyi Matthew, Usman Mohammed, Chisom Chikatara, Tunde Adeniji Dayojo, and Bolan in Salami. Those are the guys in Port Harcourt right about now. David Obiozo is also there, Okemute Oda, Solomon Kwambe, Carlo Orji, Osas Okoro, Idris Aloma, Ezekiel Bassi, Samson Badebo, Jamiu Alimi, and Abdurazak Aliu sweating it out right there in the Garden City as we speak. So a lively camp it is for all the guys. They're really optimistic that they will put up a good showing when they file out on the pitch for their assignments.
Okay, let's leave the Super Eagles now. Talk about the Golden Eaglets, big one awaiting them in Chile. But the good thing is, as we said at the beginning of the show, they're getting ready. And 2-1 victory over Argentina. Cecilia had some problem with that.
Yeah,
they're already firing strong before the competition. But I think a win is a win.
A win is a win, definitely. I'm happy they were able to beat the Argentinian under-17 national side. If you check the under-17 level, Nigeria happens to be the most successful team. 4 titles they've won, because semi-finals. 7 times they've been to the semi-finals, tied with Brazil. And look at the records and, of course, the success we've had. Usually when the Golden Eaglets are actually going out to play, most of us are like, okay, the target is just the title. We forget that the essence of it is development. And I love what Emmanuel Amunike is actually doing this time around. He says he's going with the youngest squad he could pick. No age cheat or whatever, and he knows that he's actually building for the future, and his joy it's going to be at the end of the day. He's having 4-5 of these players playing at the senior level in 4 or 5 years from now. That's what he actually says he wanted. So for that game, it ended 2-1. Of course, there was actually a little bit of defensive error. That's how they actually conceded that one goal that they conceded.
You would expect them to have defensive errors because they're under 17.
But sometimes that's goals you just don't want to concede. That's the way. So you have it, Victor Osimhen and also Funsho Bangboye, who were the ones who scored on either the first goal was scored in the first half and the second goal in the second half, before the Argentines were able to capitalize on just a little defensive error, and of course they reduced the tally. And of course it was substitute goalkeeper Udo Akman who conceded that one. So at the end of the day, well, it was really a good one for them, starting on a winning note. So that also will also boost their confidence, going into it. They are also going to play other friendlies in Argentina, other on the 23 side, on the 21 side of, different team there. And the big one is that one against Boca Juniors. So I'll really be waiting for that one to see, because that's one of the biggest team in South America, and of course it's not their main team. Of course it's going to be there on the 23
Let's
side
say
and the
it
20
again,
side.
guys. Let's say it again. We like the fact that they're on the 17 World Cup, and even that stage is for developmental process. There's nothing wrong with winning.
There's nothing
There's
wrong.
nothing wrong. Well, no pressure on them. No pressure. No pressure on them.
Don't put pressure on anyone. Just go out there, have some fun.
Let them enjoy themselves, of course, and know that, okay, in the nearest future, they can be the next Neymar and, of course, the next Lionel Messi. That's the focus. Okay, we talked about Gloria yesterday, and, of course, NFF says they're doing everything possible to ensure that, well, she is really back. It's been but 17th of this month, should be 1 year. You know, that's really not too good that she's still down with injury. All she needed is just reconstructive surgery, corrective surgery, and of course she will be fine. We'll speak with Gloria this morning. She will be joining us from Port Harcourt. She's going to tell us her story, how she's been faring 1 year after the injury. Good morning, Gloria.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good to have you join us this morning.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, tell us your story. How has it been since the game against Namibia?
There's nothing new. I've been like that.
Okay, now the process of recovery, treatment and all that, immediately after that game, that when the injury, after the injury, you didn't dress up for the remaining games and all. The team doctor, was she aware at that time that you were actually injured?
She's not aware.
Okay, well, how come she didn't get to know that you were injured?
I don't know.
Okay, Gloria, I think this is getting difficult. Now, just tell us your story. I mean, since, 2014 and this is 2015. Just tell us your story. What have you been through? What's the process been like for you?
What have you?
What's the process been like for you, recovering process and all that? Just tell us your story.
Okay. I've been going to local massage. My club have been helping me to go for local massage. So I've been to some other states for local massage. I've rested the leg, but each time I play, I still feel the same pain. And we were thinking initially it was a minor thing, as in something that I just have to massage and rest, then I'll get back on track. So until I went for a test and they said, CCC, what's wrong with you? CCC, what's wrong with you?
Gloria, I want to know what the Nigerian Football Federation have been saying to you. Now, tell us, have you contacted the Federation? If you haven't, why? And if you did, what did they say to you?
Okay. I spoke with the General Secretary, Dr. Sanusi, and I've been speaking with the Team Secretary, Ruth David. So they asked me to get the cost of the treatment, which I did, and the letter called me that I should go to a government hospital, and I said, okay. So I told them I'll be going to Enugu, the National Orthopedic Hospital in Enugu. So I've been there like 3 times, and they are most of their surgeons, their doctors, their main doctors, they are on strike. So each time I go there, they will just prescribe drugs for me. They will tell me come back in 2 weeks' time. Each time I go there, that's what they keep doing me. That's what they keep telling me. Come back in 2 weeks' time. So at the end of the day, I'm just fed up because I don't want to be spending my money. I'll be going there and they keep prescribing drugs for me. Drink so drugs, come back in 2 weeks' time. Drink so drugs, come back in 2 weeks' time. So I called our secretary and I told her, CCC, what they said, that most of the doctors are on strike. I think before they traveled to All African Games, that was the last time I spoke with her. She now said, okay, no problem, that when they are off strikes, that when they are back, that I should let her know. And seriously, they are not back. So me, I don't know.
Okay, because they're still on strike, so the treatments have kind of stalled. I mean, what's the process? Because when at first when I get to hear the news, there was this report that, the treatment needs to be done in Germany. That's when you can have that corrective surgery. So there will be no mention of that. It's all about going to Enugu for you since that time.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. At what point in time did you actually contact, the NFF as Secretary General?
The last time, it was before the Super Falcons traveled to Congo. That was the last time I spoke with the team secretary. So since then, I've not spoken with any of them.
Okay, and since that time, no one has actually contacted you?
No, nobody.
All right, thank you so much, Gloria, for speaking to us. The Nigerian Football Federation, they've assured that they're going to assist you. Contact the NFF again. I want to wish you all the best. Get better again and start playing football for the Super Falcons. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
okay,
it's not looking good
at all.
It's not.
Because I mean, you hear Dilichuku, you know, people on some news in the papers and all that says, okay, she should have gone through the right channel. The same thing with Amanju Pinnick yesterday. She shouldn't have gone to the media. Should have contacted them first. But now she's confirming that she spoke with Sani, you know, Sani, who happens to be the Secretary General of Nigeria Football Federation, and that man happens to be a member of Nigerian Football Federation. Now, since that time, it's all about going to Enugu. When you have a knee injury and you'll be battling for almost 1 year, what you need is just the surgery, not medication and all that, or massages.
A member of Nigeria's women's senior team, the Super Falcons.
It's mind-boggling, really. It's mind-boggling because, you know, she also talked about the doctors perhaps not really knowing, you know, the extent of the injury. I mean, what
happened to scan? I mean, when okay,
don't we have facilities?
We're not trying to compare right now, but when a player is taken, when a player play a particular game and she had more like maybe a fringe injury, so to speak, and she didn't dress up for the next game, it's now left for the team doctor to actually, you know, what's wrong with you? You know, carry out a scan. I don't think you will now be the one to go meet the team doctor and say, okay, I'm actually ill. It's your duty, you know, as the team doctor to actually know the welfare and of course the well-being of all your players. I think Amanju said yesterday that he will definitely, you know, make sure that she's treated. Just hope that they can, you know, do everything possible so that before, next month, we just don't want to hear this story again. It doesn't speak well at all.